A rock, asleep for a year, was awakened by a loud noise. He looked up and saw a woodcutter chopping down trees above his head after the woodcutter left. The rock wanted to go back to absorbing water, but greedy humans were building more wooden houses nearby, unable to bear the noise. The rock rose from the ground and headed into the forest. Deep in the woods, the rock found a perfect place to sleep. Adjusting the small stone pillow beneath him, the rock lay down peacefully. But after only a few years, he was discovered by humans. Using brute force, they tore him from the hillside, then transported him home and carefully polished him. The rough rock was transformed into a millstone. Placed on a wooden platform, he turned with the gears, helping humans grind grain using the power of a nearby river to make flour. Time flew by. Several centuries passed. A ruthless warlord occupied the village. They seized everything from the villagers, even setting their eyes on the quiet, hard-working millstone. Soldiers carried him from the house and took him to a factory. The millstone was smashed by machines and turned into cannonballs for the warlord. They loaded the cannonballs into cannons and fired them without hesitation during battle, sinking enemy ships nearby. The shattered stone pieces drifted along the river once more. After decades, they washed ashore. Exhausted, the small stone wandered forward. He saw rubber gloves next to a wooden bucket. Just as he tidied the gloves and prepared to sleep peacefully, he was unfortunately discovered by an archaeologist. The archaeologist was drawn to the painting studio on his back. He placed the studio in a museum for people to admire. The studio looked at its companions nearby and felt utterly drained. Fortunately, a mischievous child suddenly climbed up. The intense shaking made the fossil fall. It rolled into an old man's trash bin. The lazy old man, not realizing its value, threw it onto the street. The poor stone got caught in a speeding car's gear and was ground even finer, then crushed further by a steamroller. After that, treated as trash. The dust was swept to the seaside. The tiny rock, utterly exhausted, desperately wanted to sleep. But fate continued to play tricks on him. He was taken by a truck to a factory and thrown into molten iron. Eventually, he was turned into a lens. With great expectations from humans, he was sent into outer space. The probe endured many dangers and was pulled in by the gravity of a planet. It landed on another world after billions of years. The former rock had evolved into a towering mountain. He could finally sleep soundly at last.